Hello everyone, this is Shivali from the Sweet Boutique. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're continuing the Lavender Garden series with episode 4, and I'll be showing you how to create this elegant amethyst rose. If you're new here, don't forget to check out the previous episodes of the Lavender Garden series. Each flower in this collection has its own unique style, technique and personality, and I'd love for you to follow along as we build this beautiful buttercream garden together. Today's flower is inspired by the rich purple tones of amethyst gemstones. What I love most about this design is that we're creating the entire flower using just one piping tip, proving that sometimes the simplest techniques can create the most beautiful results. So let's get started. For this design, I'm using tip number 125 and a beautiful deep purple buttercream. We'll begin by creating a small buttercream blob which will act as the center foundation of the rose. Once the base is in place, I begin wrapping the first 3 petals very tightly around the center. These petals form the heart of the rose and help establish its overall shape. When creating these inner petals, I'm keeping the narrow side of my piping tip angled inward. This technique helps create a nice cone-shaped center and gives the rose its realistic structure. As I continue building the flower, I'm still wrapping petals around the center while keeping them relatively closed. At this stage, I don't want the flower to bloom too quickly. There is absolutely no need to rush. Take as many breaks as you need throughout the process, and make sure your piping bag remains nice and tight throughout the entire process for creating smooth, clean petals. Now that we've established the center and middle layers, it's time to allow the rose to bloom. As I move outward, I begin changing the angle of my piping tip so that it faces outward instead of inward. The petals immediately start opening up and the rose begins to take on a more natural appearance. You'll notice that each layer becomes slightly more open than the previous one. This gradual transition is what creates the illusion of a flower unfolding naturally. For the final outer layer, I'm changing the position of my piping tip once again. This time, I'm holding the tip almost horizontally while wrapping the petals around the flower. This helps create those beautiful open petals that we typically see on fully bloomed roses. The horizontal positioning allows the petals to gently flare outward, creating softness, movement, and elegance. And just like that, our amethyst rose is complete. A single flower, created using one piping tip, yet full of depth, texture, and realism. I absolutely love how elegant this design looks. Thank you so much for watching episode 4 of the Lavender Garden series. I hope you enjoyed creating this amethyst rose with me today. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to like this video, leave a comment below, and subscribe to the channel for more buttercream flower tutorials. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Lavender Garden series. Bye for now. Take care.